Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Seedery. This is episode 563. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
Casey, how are we?
So we do this thing now. We've started this thing probably the last few weeks where right before we hop on, there's like an undetermined amount of time before the countdown begins, before the intro video hits. And whoever jumps in first with a random topic, random category, you gotta alternate. And the last person, it's sort of like hot potato. The last person to say something wins. So I jumped in with Jimmy John's. You followed up immediately with Jersey Mike's. But you, before that, trying to beat me, had thrown out Food Lion.
I thought I'd get you with a grocery store in your territory.
Exactly. Well, I beat you to it, but my mind immediately shifted to grocery stores. So you said Jersey Mike's, and I was about to say Giant Foods. Crazy.
Are Food Lions still around?
Oh yeah.
Still kicking, huh?
Yeah, we have normal grocery stores out here. I don't know. I hear all the time about people out west, up north. Yeah, we got freaking Billy Bob's and baked beans.
I don't know. I'm pretty jealous. I hear Publix is like the one.
Oh yeah, Publix is strong.
I've been to it where was I? I think Florida. And I was like, this is nice. I didn't get any food, but it was a nice grocery store. But I hear you can just get like ridiculous sandwiches there.
It's very good. That's our go-to when we go down to North Myrtle with Meredith's family every year. That spot is legit.
We're just Trader Joe's people out here.
Trader Joe's is good.
Yeah.
We got those out here as well.
Kind of a girl place, yeah. It's just kind of a chick grocery store.
I don't like going there, to be honest with you.
It's stressful. There's like 7 aisles.
Did you know that the cashiers there are obligated to make a comment or ask you a question about either your purchase or your day?
I feel like they went to like the Chick-fil-A customer service school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho,
they have to like comment on something that you bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we talk ball?
Yeah, let's talk ball. Enough about grocery stores. Although I enjoy grocery stores actually. But let's talk baseball.
Could be something a change-up episode.
Noted for the off season.
Add it to the list.
Another thing I enjoy, baseball. I'm excited to talk about this Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh debate. It's been about, I think, 2 months since we last really dove into this topic. It's something I know in particular that's very near and dear to your heart, something you feel rather strongly about. And I'm here to tell you that I feel like I have a renewed perspective on the matter after doing a healthy amount of research. I'm curious to see if your thoughts have changed at all. But either way, I'm very much looking forward to diving into this debate with you. So let's just get into it. We're about a month out. I believe the last regular season game. Let me check here. I checked today. Mariners last game. I don't know when the Yankees last game is. I just immediately I thought to check the Mariners last game, assuming it'd be like right around the same day, if not the same day. Last game is on September 28th. So we are quite literally a month and like a day out. So 30 plus days to decide this. Some have already said it's decided.
Yanks have 29 games left. Seattle has 28 games left.
They would every team would close out the 28th. Now that I think about it, that's Sunday.
Yeah. I'm just saying like how they're lined up right now.
Oh no, sorry. I was more so that was more of me talking to myself in response to what I said. But let's get into it because, like I said, a renewed perspective. I told you right before I hopped on. I feel like I learned a little bit about Cal Raleigh's defense today because I feel like Cal Raleigh's defense is what has been a driving force for the pro Cal Raleigh crowd.
Sure.
And I'm here to break some hearts.
Uh-oh.
But before we get into the numbers and all that, let me flip it to you. Have your thoughts on the matter changed at all? Are you still strongly planted in your stance on Aaron Judge as you were when we last checked in 2 months ago?
There's been a little scuffle. There's been a little, just a hair, you know what I mean? Average is down to 323. I think when we were talking, it was like in the 340 range last we brought this up. I mean, there's still a big difference. Like, no disrespect, but you know, Cal Raleigh's 244. Like, I understand us falling in love with the home run totals. I think it'd be one thing if there was like a 15 home run differential kind of thing. It's just not that big of a difference. I'm not saying 9 is like anything to shrug at, but like, is a 9 home run lead enough to just look at the large enough gaps with the literally every other category? Judge is dominating in every other category. And this is what I mentioned in like the last argument is I think us as a society just kind of get like kind of numb to success, like numb to the greats in a way. And it like we counted against them in a way. It's strange. It's a strange argument. I don't think there's anything wrong with having this debate. I love that Cal Raleigh has like found success this year. I love that we're seeing a catcher with crazy pop, like in the days that we grew up with. Like I'm glad it's back. But Judge is dominating in every other category. I just don't understand how it's just home runs. And then to get into what you're about to get into, it's been the difference of defense in the edge to Cal Raleigh in the defense category.
Here's a question I don't feel like I've actually considered until just now. Is there an Aaron Judge fatigue?
I think there is. I mean, not to mention there's enough anti-Yankee bias that goes into this too. There's no anti-Mariner bias.
No. It's a more isolated question, less about the debate between these two and more just like, is there an Aaron Judge fatigue that plays into this? Because it's, to me, as great as Aaron Judge is, as great as the cover, like, or as extensive as the coverage is surrounding Aaron Judge, I don't know that it rivals. I mean, it's presumably next in line, but I just don't know if it's at the level of the fatigue that I feel like many baseball fans feel when it comes to Shohei Ohtani. So it's like, going back to your point earlier about like, are people just, sort of becoming numb to it? Are they becoming tired of it? I feel like what Judge is doing is impressive and in a weird way almost lacks the amount of discussion that his output warrants in a way.
You're saying we're not talking about it enough.
Yeah, like that which is why I asked.
100%.
Which is why I asked about like the fatigue, because I'm going.
I think that's why the fatigue is there, is because we're not sitting here recognizing the fact that like he's now transcended the power hitter conversation only. Like now we're talking about becoming a complete hitter and doing it and just doing it and getting better at 33, 34 years old. Like he's like developing into something even better than what we initially appreciated about him. Like it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's, I think it is fatigue in a way. I think it is a multitude of things. I think it's anti-Yankee bias, which is going to play a factor, especially when you have a Mariner, you have an underdog, you have a, you know, East Coast, West Coast conversation. Like I think there's a lot of factors into why, at least social media wise, it seems to me that a lot of people are giving the edge to Cal Raleigh.
I would agree.
But I don't understand how we're just not recognizing the fact that Aaron Judge is like creeping into greatest right-handed hitter of all time conversation.
Which is surreal to say, but I mean, it's a conversation that needs to be had. But you bring up a point about we'll just say the public perception, at least on social media, because that's where we spend a lot of our time. It's where we're getting a lot of our feedback, a lot of our information. I would agree with you. I think I've seen a lot of pro Raleigh discourse. And I think a lot of it, as I said, comes down to the fact that he's a catcher, the fact that he does what he does for that staff. But I do take issue with the fact, and I'll be honest with you, I feel like I maybe fell victim to it last time we talked about this, of, well, he does it at a platinum glove level. Like I said, I'm here to break some hearts.
Hey-o.
I don't know who has maybe sort of dug into some of the numbers for Cal Raleigh this year, is not performing defensively at the caliber that he was last year when he won the platinum glove. Is not performing at that level.
In what way, Kyle?
In fact, has regressed. Well, I'm glad you asked. I had to take a lot of notes because there's a lot of these metrics that I don't fully understand. But I just needed to bring it to the table to demonstrate that we can't just have these sweeping generalizations of like, oh, Cal Raleigh's a platinum glove. I saw a tweet today and it said Cal Raleigh's 2024 platinum gold or platinum glove is about as relevant to the 2025 AL MVP conversation as Anthony Volpe's gold glove that he won. It's like, not relevant. And I have to agree. Like we're trying to determine who the MVP this season is. And unfortunately, the fact that Cal Raleigh has regressed defensively, that has to play into it. His platinum glove from last year is irrelevant. I hate to say it. However, on the flip side, I'm seeing a lot of conversation about Cal Raleigh's defense being below league average, which that's statistically not true. And the same goes for Judge, honestly, which was another point I wanted to bring up. The reality,
he's excellent in right field. I don't think people give him credit for the size. I'm not saying he's above average, but I think for the size and what we expect him to be, and I think how much center field kind of hurt that conversation, I will chalk it up as excellent. Continue.
I was just going to say, the reality of it is that neither in the year 2025 is an elite defender. Are they both above average? Yes. Are they below league average, like many people are trying to take stabs at the other side of the argument? No. So with that said, I'm not going to say it's a wash because it's very realistically, it's hard to draw comparisons between the catching position and a right fielder position, especially when the fact of the matter is that a lot of these advanced metrics have to account for adjustments in the difficulty position and the workload and all that goes into that. With that said, it leaves you with what they're doing offensively. And to your point, Judge is very much taking it home at the current moment offensively.
Yeah. Every category except home runs. I mean, do you want to run through them real quick for people that don't have... You read off Cal Raleigh. I'll read off Judge.
You're going
for
on
anybody
baseball.
that
You're going
doesn't
on
have
baseball
stats.
reference, though.
I'm on
aren't you?
ESPN. I'm on ESPN, so it's updated.
All right, let's see what we got here. Go ahead.
Where do you want to start? Start simple. We'll start hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cal Raleigh, 120. And now, mind you, Cal Raleigh has played 131 games, which I believe is close to what Judge has put up, even considering, even having missed time. Which
start there, yeah.
Which, in Cal's defense, has played in every game this season, correct?
Which
is a matter of,
which is very impressive. Very impressive.
Just a matter of the catcher DH split, which
yeah.
Judge also. There's a lot of similarities between the two. Despite, like I said, you can't necessarily draw comparisons between the catching position and right field, but in terms of splitting time a little bit, we'll say they're guilty of both.
Yeah, 123 games for Judge. Runs
87,
104. Hits, you mentioned 120.
I hate the run score tally, but point taken. Which category?
Hits,
120.
144. Doubles,
19.
27. Triples,
0.
2. Home runs,
50.
41. RBIs,
107.
95. Walks,
77.
I lost you. Say that again.
77.
91.
Which
strikeouts.
Can we pause right there?
Sure.
Walks, I believe since Judge came off the IL, which I believe was June 5th, he's hitting 217 with just 4 homers and 10 ribbies since August 5th. Or sorry, did I say August 5th? August 5th.
You said June 5th first time, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. August 5th. I think we can account, or we can attribute his on base during that span to really tallying some walks there, because
for sure walks.
The OPS is still in like the mid 8s, but the average, like I said, he's only hitting 217. So
yeah, for sure walks playing a factor, but no one's working around him. He's not really getting intentionally walked the way he was pre-injury. Continue. Strikeouts.
156.
141. The whole, Aaron Judge strikes out 1,000,000 times. Okay. Stolen bases. Let's give an edge here.
A career high 14 for Big Dumper.
Impressive. 8 for Judge. All right, let's get into the fun ones, the big ones. Batting average, some people still care about it.
244.
323. That's a big gap, people. On base percentage.
351.
439.
That's stupid, man. That's stupid.
Slugging.
587.
668. And the fun one, in case people don't want to do math, the OPS.
939.
1107. For a total WAR of 6.8.
5.9. I
understand that I'm impressed by Cal Raleigh. I think you can argue for Judge to win an MVP and still be highly impressed with Cal Raleigh and still acknowledge the fact that he's doing things we haven't seen in a long time. I don't think those are exclusive. The reality is that this is the MVP. Aaron Judge is the MVP.
Here's a question for you. If Aaron Judge didn't win the MVP this year, is it a bigger robbery this year or in 2017?
2017, for sure. That haunts me, and I didn't lose it myself, but I'm haunted by that little pipsqueak. That is a joke. But when you talk about like the difference in leading those categories, it's probably pretty close. But I don't understand, and going back to what you were saying defensively, it's the same crowd. It's the same crowd that you can't cherry pick defensive stats or awards. And I feel like it's the same crowd that does that just slaps he's a Gold Glover at it. And then at the same time, we'll go find a player and say Gold Gloves don't mean anything anymore. It's the same people making those arguments.
Personally, they just need to get rid of the gold and platinum gloves. I'm over it. I'm over it.
It's borderline all-star appearances. That's where we're getting into. It's practically there.
And to your point about just slapping things on there, it goes back to the point that just really grinds my gears that I hear all the time. It's just picking and choosing when we're going to drop in certain accolades for certain narratives. Like the example I always use is when you hear 2019 NL MVP Cody Bellinger. It's like, it's 2025.
Yeah.
No disrespect, not taking a single thing away from Cody Bellinger, who I believe has better outfield metrics than Aaron Judge. I did see like people are like, oh, Aaron Judge is an elite defender. And I saw people being like, he's not even
Cody
the best. He's not even the best defender in his own outfield.
He's so fun to watch. Cody Bellinger's really good defensively at multiple positions too.
But yeah. But it's just the cherry picking has been funny to see. But to your point about the defensive metrics, looking at what Judge has on his Savant, he's got 2 outs above average, which puts him in the 77th percentile, arm value 91st percentile, arm strength 88th percentile. With Cal Raleigh, he's in 8th percentile on blocks above average. He's in the 81st when it comes to caught stealing above average, 89th in framing. His framing metrics are very good. Pop time 39th percentile, which whatever. But it goes back to what I said. It's honestly like with everything, with politics, with media, with pop culture, it's never as good as people say it is. It's never really as bad as people say it is.
Yeah.
As it pertains to Cal Raleigh and Aaron Judge's defense, they're both above average. Aaron Judge is not necessarily playing a Gold Glove defense this year, and Cal Raleigh is not necessarily playing a Platinum Glove a la 2024 Cal Raleigh defense this year. That's just the simple math.
We're going to stay on that, and if we're going to compare the two, I will give the edge to catchers 10 times out of 10. I think it's one of the hardest positions in all of sports. So I will give the edge that way. But again, I don't think home runs and catching is enough to just wash away the rest of the other categories.
164 point differential in OPS between the two. 164.
Come on, man.
But to your point, catcher's got to be the hardest position to do it. I don't have a dog in the fight. Like whatever. Aaron Judge is playing out of his mind. Cal Raleigh's been an awesome story to see. I just like playing devil's advocate for both camps, truly. Because like I said, what Aaron Judge is doing is historic. I won't even say borderline historic. What he's doing is historic. But at the same time, Cal Raleigh on any given night is setting some sort of benchmark for the position of catcher
Super
all
impressive.
time.
Super impressive.
I don't know that I've decided, to be honest with you.
I think that, like, if you were to say, I think the best way to look at it is, imagine this is the first year you're seeing Aaron Judge do this.
I did see a lot of that as well.
Like,
take
ignore
that
the rest of the past and ignore like his other feats. Say this is his first year doing this. I think that makes it more impressive. And I don't know why. And on the other hand, I'm impressed that he's somehow just developed and gotten more complete. It's like a 3-point shooter suddenly figuring out how to score inside, how to get to the free throw line, how to pick up his defense at the same, like he has developed his entire game. And again, like, I know batting average doesn't mean what it used to, but we're talking what, a 80 point difference?
You have to think, come like in the offseason, as Judge is preparing for the 2025 season, he's got to be thinking, like, the biggest knocks against me are my ability to hit for average and my strikeout rates that are through the roof. And I feel like he's made strides in both.
Yeah. Yeah, the strikeout percentage has significantly gone down.
And yet he's still having to, go out there every day for what's going to end up being the last month of the season, feeling like he has to continue to prove his case for MVP when he's probably looking at a stat line going, or maybe he's not that type of guy, but if he is, he's probably going, what more do I have to do?
Yeah.
And that, that's got to suck for him. But when you've got a catcher that's putting 50 out, potentially on pace for 60, I think I saw that he's, where was it? On pace for, he's got a 32% chance at reaching 60 homers, 25% for 61, 17% for 62, and just 7% to break Judge's record. So when you have a storyline like that, it does muddy the waters a little bit, I will say, for Judge.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And again, I wouldn't be overly disappointed if he did lose it to Cal Raleigh. But I do think it was robbery, if that is the case. It's hard to say, man. Hard to say.
It's going to be fun.
I don't know how caught up writers get in recency bias. And it's awesome to see. I don't need to tear down Cal Raleigh at all to build up my case. And I hope that that's the approach that most people start taking. No need to tear the other guy down. Both are studs, man. It's fun to watch. Good for ball. Good for the game. Good for us. Good for the goose. Good for the gander.
That's a great segue into what is our next topic. Good for the game. Good for us. Good for us being that they released the 2026 schedule yesterday. I think mere minutes before the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce news dropped.
Strategic.
Actually. Yeah, that was quite a whirlwind on social media, I will say. But let's talk about some of the highlights for the 2026 season. How many times did I just say 20 there? Did I say 2026?
Few.
Sounded like I said 2026.
Felt that way.
Maybe not. Who knows? 2026 schedule release opening night I'm excited. Can I just say I'm excited for this? Even though it's your stupid Yankees, I'm excited to have a singular game to kick the year off on U.S. soil.
Hey,
I might add.
That's important. Yeah.
I might add. Look, no disrespect to Tokyo. No disrespect to wherever else we could potentially kick the season off. Australia, Iceland, Germany, Turkey, Russia,
Czechoslovakia,
what?
Czechla,
Czechoslovakia. Yeah, nope. Got me. Italy,
Romania, South Africa.
That's a hotbed for baseball. Cote d'Ivoire.
Never heard of that.
Ivory
Was
Coast.
that an appetizer?
Also Africa.
Oh.
How about that poll? Yeah, if they decided to play opening day there, you know what? No disrespect, but I'm just glad that we're kicking off the year. Well,
you know what? Everything else is no disrespect, but disrespect. I'm glad it's not in Canada.
Honestly, yeah, I would choose to watch something else if they open the season in Canada.
That's correct.
I was fine with Canada when we went up there, not just a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Back in July, that's what it was. It was July because it was Canada Day. I was fine with Canada, but then the second we realized, oh shoot, we're up here for Canada Day, and we're sitting there listening to the radio, like the talk shows,
bashing,
and they are just slamming the good old stars and bars. I was like, get me out of here. Yeah. I'm going home.
Same for me.
I'm going home. So yeah, forever ruined my relationship with Canada. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the chat, Greenland. Why don't we? Yeah, I'm with you.
Wait, that one's cold. That's the switcheroo.
Iceland is I believe, slightly warmer in comparison.
That's the old switch up.
Love that.
To keep the pirates on their toes, I believe.
No, but opening the season in San Francisco, Wednesday, March 25th, which is the earliest domestic opener ever.
That part I don't like. That part I'm not in for. Just push it back a week.
I'm not going to die on that hill. I'm cool with them reintroducing the opening night, something they haven't done since I believe 2015.
I'm a fan.
A primetime opening night. Big fan of that.
I wasn't that tapped in 2015. Were you?
I was not.
Yeah, not like this.
Not like this. But that'll be getting things kicked off.
A little Arson Judge and Oracle.
Well, here's another thought. Cole will be back then. He'll be ready to go by opening day, right?
Yeah. Don't
forget who plays in San Francisco now. That's going to be a nightmare for Cole to start the
We'll see.
2026. No, we won't see. We'll see. Just Sharpie it.
We'll see.
I'll go ahead and make my 2026 hot takes and predictions.
That stadium
I'll make it.
It's a whole change.
I don't care. I'll make a take right now. Put him on Mars. I don't care. Rafael Devers owns your ace, and that's just a matter of fact, my friend.
You're still defending a giant? A San Francisco Giant?
Why would I not? What? I don't have beef with the Giants.
You don't have beef with that guy?
Not as it relates to
I feel like
that duo.
Less, he doesn't have the
aura. The aura has taken a hit. Yeah.
What a gross number.
It's not the number as much as it
plays a factor.
It certainly does, but it's more just like the atmosphere. Just not. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I didn't know San Francisco was a Dominican hotbed. You know. Now Fenway Park,
Yeah.
they roll out Dominicans there year in and year out, and they just ball out. But Devers didn't want any part of it, so whatever. We're gonna have rivalry weekend again from May 15th to 17th, which it always makes me laugh at some of the matchups. I mean, I get it. You have to just make certain things work. You have to stretch certain things out to make it work. But I believe I read it'll be the same matchups that we had this year for rivalry weekend. The A's will be spending back-to-back series in Las Vegas.
I saw that.
How do you feel about that?
A little tester. You know what I mean? Let's see what this city has to offer a little bit.
I guess, man. It just seems
we're all done with the A's slander. Or is this a Vegas slander? Or is this an MLB slander?
Well, I'm not going to slander my Sacramento A's, so that leaves Vegas and Major League Baseball. Probably Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Like, what's with like the testing? To me, this is the equivalent of having a spring training game at a Major League ballpark 2 days before opening day. It's just weird. It's like, why? Just roll out when you're ready to play big boy baseball. Play big boy baseball. Don't hit me with these teasers. You know.
I think they should just go on tour. Just put the A's on tour.
Is that not?
Let them just try out everything. Let them try out all these cities that you're considering as an expansion. I'm sure we can go find a park in Portland and be like, hey, Ace, you're going to be our guinea pig for the next couple of years. Until your stadium's ready, we're going to see what these cities are all about. I should be commissioner. It's crazy.
Give them a little residence out in Portland, maybe Nashville.
And they don't like give it like a good chunk of time like this. Like give it a week or two, you know? Give them enough time to like settle in a little bit and then just like say, hey, let's see what this is about.
It's honestly a great idea. And if Major League Baseball were to hear that and be like, well, that's kind of gimmicky. This is the same league that is having them play back-to-back series in a ballpark that's not theirs at the moment. So you tell me what's gimmicky. Anyway, not important. But
maybe just worry about having enough buns for your hot dogs, you know? Shots fired.
That's a shot. The All-Star game, as we very well know, will be in Philly to mark the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
That's so gangster.
That's a baller move. Oh, the merch is gonna be filthy,
real.
Oh my god!
I don't know what I'm gonna do on 4th of July next year, but it's gonna be grand. It's going to be something nice.
I'm not a fireworks guy necessarily. I mean, I love fireworks, but personally, like I'm not going out and setting things off, but I may just blow something up just to blow it up.
Doesn't have to be firework. Yeah.
Pause. If FBI's listening, it's.
He was talking about his toilet.
It's good. No. Yeah. After all the brats and dogs I'd consume.
Yeah. Hit me with some mac salad. Boy, oh boy.
Crazy. So yeah, that'll be July 14th. September 11th, there will be the 3-game series between the Mets and Yankees to commemorate the 25th anniversary. This one will be in the Bronx. I believe the 20th.
That's insane.
Yeah, right. The 20th anniversary was. Wait a minute. No. Was that the 20th anniversary when they did that in Queens?
Yeah.
You're telling me that was in
2021?
That was in 2020. It's already been 3, almost 4 years ago.
I hate that.
Holy cow. Anywho's, that'll be September 11th through the 13th, as I mentioned, in the Bronx. Honestly, no disrespect towards Queens, towards Citi Field. I'm not saying one area was, any less devastated than the other. But there's something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I feel like most people think of the Yankees as like New York's team. I will be curious. I just feel like that series in the Bronx is just gonna have uh an extra special feel to it. Like I
Yeah.
really, I don't know why that is, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they commemorate that that series.
I'm gonna need George Dubb get out there and throw the first pitch again. Like he did in
Man,
the World Series. That was
that'd be something.
that was legit.
That'd be something. And then, as we mentioned, opening night is the earliest it's ever been, and we're looking at a finale to the regular season, the earliest we've seen since COVID. Actually, this last day of the regular season is scheduled for September 27th. So,
Which means things should finish up pre-November.
oh yeah, I think that's safe to say. Yeah,
I like that.
we'll have. I think we're gonna have the wild card series over. What, by literally the end of September? No, because
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
they
hate
usually
that.
take a day off,
And roll
which means
right
it'll be the
into it.
28th. So then you got, or I guess it'll finish October 1st, 29th, 30th.
Yeah, but I like because like right now, I think the World Series. I think like Game 5 is Halloween, the 31st, isn't it? I think that's Game 5 or
That
Game
sounds right.
6. I don't want that. I want it done in October. Whatever. We're getting there. I think little adjustments are being made. Starting the season off in the States. No shenanigans out there in Ireland. No shenanigans.
Now I could get on board with Ireland. You could have some fun with that.
It would have to be the Sox.
Oh yeah, for sure. Who
Yeah.
else would you put out there? Isn't
Probably throw the Cubs out there. I feel like I don't know.
where's
Like a
another
little-
where's another Irish hotbed? I've said
Chicago
hotbed
now?
on this episode 3 times. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago, not one.
I feel like Chicago's a little something there. Yeah.
I think Chicago is also a Polish hotbed. That's 4. We don't need to get in geography. But anyway,
It's
that's
not our strong suit.
it's not. That's the 2026 schedule release highlights. Moving right along here, Wilson Contreras suspended for 6 games. He did appeal the suspension, so he was in action.
What's
right
there
away.
to appeal? What are we appealing?
I mean,
6
The-
games is a lot.
yeah, the most damning part of all of this, though, is
I feel like
the
the
bat
coach-
toss.
Yeah, the coach took the brunt of it.
Which I get it. Like, you're in the heat of the moment. You're pissed. You're flipping the bat. You don't really have much regard for where it goes. But the fact that there's just a scrum right there with the umps and the
Yeah.
coaches and some guys holding you back, you gotta think that's gonna hit somebody.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Well, I don't think he entirely knew what he was doing, because I think if he had the choice, he would have probably not hit one of his coaches. But that's just me.
Yeah. Sorry. Big inning has got me big distracted.
When I go back and edit these videos, and I'm like,
I'm never
scrubbing,
looking at you.
I'm scrubbing the timeline. It's just, and I'm like watching it. I'm watching it in full speed. This is what I see. And then it'll hold for a couple seconds. It'll come back every time.
Well, I was watching. I'm getting my first eyes on Bubba Chandler.
Bulk reliever Bubba Chandler.
Doesn't look as easy as it does for Paul Skeens.
Well, I mean, it
Looks
doesn't look-
good.
Paul Skeens is in a league of his own, as it relates to making it look easy.
Just drilled Mason Wynn. All right, moving on.
All right, Nate's gonna live commentate this.
Better than
this
the guy
Pirates
that does
game.
it. That guy sucks. The big inning guy is the worst. What are we doing? We need to
you're
talk about
watching
the
Big
ESPN
Inning.
thing.
I
by
thought
the
you were
way.
taking shots at the Pirates booth. I'm like, that seems unnecessary. But you're talking about the Big Inning guy.
The big inning guy is terrible.
Yeah, I feel for that guy, man. It sounds like they work him 12 hours and then they're like, oh, by the way, you also have to do Big Inning tonight.
Yeah, maybe. I don't get it. I just think he sucks. My standard is Scott Hansen with Red Zone though, and that's a hard standard to match.
That seems unfair.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we should probably at some point talk about the whole ESPN purchase thing. Did you see all that? They bought MLB TV?
Haven't they? No, they didn't buy MLB TV. They bought what?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? I thought they bought I thought they renegotiated a deal to keep Sunday Night Baseball and all that.
No. ESPN
what are you talking about?
ESPN is purchasing MLB TV. They purchased Red Zone. They're about to come in hot.
Oh shoot.
MLB TV is about to change, bro.
This I did not see.
They're trying to get rid of like blackouts and stuff with this too. It's kind of a big move. And ESPN, the app, is about to probably jump to like $40 or $50 a month.
ESPN and MLB are reportedly close to an agreement that would allow the network to carry MLB TV and the rights to all out-of-market baseball games and select in-market games. The reported deal, which has not been signed yet, would give ESPN the ability to offer MLB TV to fans as part of the network's newly launched direct-to-consumer streaming service.
How often is Nate Deal Double G introducing news to you? Not often. This one feels good. This one feels good to chalk it up.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Deal's not done, but
no. I guess I just skimmed it and thought that it was they had decided to maintain the rights to Sunday Night Baseball and all that stuff.
That was like a week before this.
Oh, so this wasn't even lumped in. This was a separate thing.
This came out I think like a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
It's interesting because they did some other stuff. I can't remember. It was like a package where they're just coming in and like swooping stuff up. Oh, Apple TV Fridays gone.
Good.
That's dead. I think this was in like the bundle of news that we got. Yeah,
I did see the
TV's
Apple TV.
gone.
Yeah, but we didn't mention it. But yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, lot to get into. Hey, look, we're all busy. That's why we're partners. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here.
I appreciate the help. Speaking of partners, Texas Ranger Nathan Eovaldi done for the year.
Sorry, partner.
Sorry, partner.
That's terrible.
No, nothing but love for my guy Big Nate. And I'm talking Eovaldi. Out. Well, we'll just say likely done for the rest of the regular season. Rotator cuff strain. It's possible that he could resurface mid to tail end of the postseason, but there are a lot of things that have to happen for that to even be an option for the Rangers. So sucky news for Eovaldi, who I didn't even realize wasn't even eligible to be the ERA leader. He was eligible for the ERA leader for, I think, a night.
Pre-injury?
After allowing 1 run in 7 innings against the Guardians in his last start last Friday, he was the official ERA leader for 1 night. Put him at 130, because you have to average an inning, or you have to have an inning logged for every team game played. So at that point, he had 130 innings under his belt, and the Rangers had played 130 games. And then obviously the next day becomes ineligible for that.
I did not know that was the qualifier. Thank you for
that. Is a qualifier. Hey,
thank you for informing me.
Bringing some news to you as well.
Learn something new every day.
But 11-3 on the year, career best 173 across 22 starts.
Hate that.
Having an insane year.
Hate that.
Yeah,
I hate these injuries. I'm so tired of pitching injuries. I'm over it.
That's tough.
I'm all
man.
done.
That's a tough blow for that rotation, too. That rotation's been disgusting this year for the most part. I think leading baseball, actually.
Where are they currently sitting? Wild card. 5 games back. Yeah, they ain't gonna cut it. Sorry. He's done. He ain't pitching again.
Ranger, yeah, leading baseball with a 3.43 ERA as a staff.
Doing all they need to do. Never thought offense would be the issue with that lineup coming in this season. Never thought.
Speaking of offense,
Whoa.
Vinny Pasquantino hitting
Vinny Pig.
315 with 8 jacks, 21 ribbies, and a 1178 OPS over the last 15 days. Your reigning AL player of the week, in which he hit 6 homers, hit 379, 12 ribbies, and an OPS of 1506.
Deece.
Hustle Sports, Vinny Pasquantino.
That's right.
Shout him out. I'll be honest with you. Before, I initially just had Vinny because I was like, I'm looking at some of these other names around the league, and I just don't know if I'm getting the credit cannon vibes for this week. So maybe it's just a lone representative in Vinny Pasquantino. But I did a little more digging. I thought, you know what? Let's tip our cap to Hurston Waldrop.
Dope name.
Is it?
Dope name.
Is it? Is that the adjective we're going with there?
Dope? Absolutely.
Hurston Waldrop?
Absolutely. Imagine getting a check with your name on it. Your name's Hurston Waldrop.
Hurston I like, but pairing it with Waldrop, that's a...
Kid for sure got bullied in school.
That's
no
a
doubt.
lot. Hurston, speaking of checks, that's got to be a sick signature.
I think so. Yeah, he's built to autograph baseballs. That's what that name's for.
Really looks clean.
All that bullying that he received in elementary school during attendance call out. Look at him now.
Hurston Waldrop, through 5 appearances, 4 starts this season, he is rocking a .90 ERA, .93 WHIP, and a 24-7 K to walk ratio through 30 innings with a 4-0 record.
Pretty good.
Good stuff.
Good cannon.
Cannon. Do you know he actually doesn't say cannon?
What does he say?
Have you seen the TikTok on this?
No. What does he say?
You remember the quarterback? You dead serious? You remember the quarterback from back in the day for the Raiders, I believe, Rich Gannon?
That's what he says?
That's the guy. If you go back and listen to it from Madden, that's the guy. You need to look this up.
Gannon. It's like that?
And people think he says cannon or yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what people assume he says. Yeah.
Really?
Dead serious. I saw a TikTok the other day. I was like, that's crazy. The more you know.
I don't know if I buy it. Not everything you see on the internet is true. Abraham Lincoln.
He did say that. He did say that.
Yeah, it's quoted.
Hey, speaking of Gannon, Aroldis Chapman, the Cuban Missile. Nate, I don't think you realize.
I know you're a big fan now.
I don't think you realize. I'm not going to acknowledge that statement. I don't think you realize
Just a little
how
bait.
good. I'm not biting. I don't think you realize how good Aroldis Chapman has been this year, especially the last. We'll call it 13. Well, coming in today, he just got a save. I don't know what he did in his outing.
Can't believe they snuck that game out, by the way. Back-to-back jacks in the top of the ninth to take a 3-2 lead, and then he came in and shut it down.
I couldn't see it because I'm blacked out, and I had to use my phone for purposes other than mass, and I had to have my notes up. But that's baseball for you. Anywho's coming into today, his last 13 appearances, 10 2/3, 8 saves, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts, and a 35.9% swing and miss. On the year coming into today, 56 appearances, 4-2 record, an ERA of 106. 71 strikeouts and a .69 whip.
Is he a Hall of Famer for you?
Hold on. Coming into today. Well, actually, hold on. Let's confirm here.
I don't think he had a hit. I don't think he gave up a hit today.
No hits, no earned runs. Okay, so there you go. Just adjust everything I just said to incorporate another save where he did not give up another hit or a run. Has given up 2 runs. I want you to wrap your mind around this. Aroldis Chapman has given up 2 runs since May 28th. 2.
Big Cheppy guy. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Let's look at the numbers. Admittedly, I'm not keeping tabs on his career numbers. Is he a Hall of Famer to you?
I think he is.
360 saves. Well, this is Baseball Reference, so this is probably like a week old. So he's probably got more.
Figure it out over there. Good night.
Don't understand how Baseball
like
Reference.
The same people that run Craigslist run
truly
Baseball Reference, bro.
It's insane.
Feel free to update to a new font, by the way. Like, it's been running it back the whole time.
Don't be scared to make some changes.
Yeah, the World Wide Web. This is the first and only edition of Baseball Reference.
Crazy. 360 saves, over 1,300 strikeouts, a whip of 107.9, career WAR of 23.8. I'd be curious to see how those numbers stack up to other Hall of Fame relievers. Genuinely have no idea where the saves.
It's because it's like, I think there's a percentage of the vote that speaks to not just longevity, but dominance over a long period of time. And it's clearly he's still dominating.
I mean, this safe to say this is the best year of his career, no? I mean, this is my first taste of it in Boston, obviously. But I mean, you watched him and you worked for those years, so
I would argue the 2-year span where he went to the Cubs and then Yanks brought him back after the World Series. I feel like those were a couple pretty good years. But what's nuts is that was 9 years ago? 2016? It's crazy.
Yeah. He currently ranks 13th on the all-time saves leaderboard. And he currently, with his 360 saves, currently owns more saves than Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Famer, Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer, Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer, Hoyt Wilhelm, Hall of Famer.
Hoyt.
And those aren't even the names that are immediately after him. I'm just scanning for Hall of Famers that are beneath him.
Who are the Hall of Famers over 400 saves not in?
Over 400 not in. Okay, so Dennis Eckersley is actually the last saves leader that starts with a 3. He had 390 saves. Billy Wagner is 8th at 422, obviously in. John Franco has 424 saves. He's 7th, not in. K-Rod has 437. Sorry, did I say John Franco at 424 for John Franco? K-Rod, 437, not in. Craig Kimbrell, active, 440. Kenley Jansen, active, 470. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer, 478. Trevor Hoffman, 601. Mariano Rivera, 652.
I'd probably say Kenley's in. I don't know if Kimbrell's in. I don't know what it is. Just can't get there. But I think at this rate, Chapman's definitely going to cross over 400. Good year, man. Good stuff. Love to freaking see it. Love to just see the pure dominance once you head over across town.
Don't you just love to see
Change jerseys. Loser.
Speaking of jerseys, last item for me, or merch reminder, check out the shop. In case you've missed the last episode or two. I heard today from somebody in our fantasy chat that because I had Bubba Chandler as the headline for a recent episode, he's like, I didn't even bother checking it out. So
yeah, rude.
Sick. Love that. So if you are one of those people that you're like, whoa, I don't want to listen
fired to the Pirates.
I don't want to listen to Pirates talk, which by the way, I don't know if people think
ran into it again this episode.
I don't know if people think that just because the headline is about X, Y, or Z, that's the only thing we're going to talk about. That's not how that works. We talk about lots of things on these episodes.
Shame on this particular individual for not knowing. Obviously, we're getting into other topics. You know who you are.
How long do you think I want to talk about Bubba Chandler? Like, of course we're going to talk about other things. Bulk reliever Bubba Chandler, that is. Yeah, so in case you are one of those people that missed the announcement the last episode or two, new merch has dropped. 30take.com/shop. That's THREEOHTAKE.com/shop.
Shop. SHOP.
So we got some shirts on there, a new jersey, got a new hat, got some sweatshirts on there. So check those out. But yeah, like I said, in case you missed the news, check those things out. You got anything else for the folks before we get out of here?
I thought I had something juicy, but I can't quite recall. Go buy some seeds.
Chinook. Oh yeah, I totally meant to drop in a couple notes. There you go, little ASMR there. Yeah, check out Chinook. Yeah. If you get the seeds directly from their website, you can use our code for 10% off. 30take, THREEOHTAKE. And if you use that same code on SeatGeek, you can get some tickets for the last month of games. You can get tickets for the postseason too, but if you're one of those people that are just like, yeah, I'm kind of counting on my team not being there in October, totally understand. But we still got a month left of ball, so you can still use our promo code, take $20 off. Use that for a hot dog. Or a bag of peanuts. The prices for peanuts are insane.
What are they at now?
I went to the Nats game the other day, $13 for a bag of peanuts.
Double digits is crazy. I'm sorry. No disrespect on peanuts, but double digits is just absurd. I'll max out at $8.
Even 8. I mean, yeah.
I think 8's egregious.
8 is egregious, and admittedly, I'd probably pay $8, but that's crazy. I think ideally, I'm paying like max $5 for a bag of peanuts.
Yeah. Especially with the, weird people with the coolers outside of the stadium. Much cheaper.
True. Yeah, you can bring those right in.
Yeah. They don't care.
Crazy.
I'm all done. I'm going to go make some chicken tenders and mac and cheese. That's my dinner.
I'm going to hop on a flight. I'll be out.
Cool.
Save some.
I'll keep the air fryer hot.
For a few hours.
Yeah. Let me just turn it back on. All right. Don't go chase care balls.
We love y'all. And as always, looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.